Hey, welcome to an SOP infomercial. Sort of. Well, I have to put some kibosh on something here real quick. And this may take a little bit longer than I intend, so we'll see. Now, I'm sure a lot of people who have watched my channel in the past and have caught various other commercials on the YouTubes have noticed a commercial for 4Patriots. One of their Navy SEALs says, "All that canned food stuff is no good for you. Buy this and you'll survive forever." I'm going to put this out here. And yes, I did do some work for 4Patriots, hence my one video, or actually a couple videos. And as a company, they're, okay. I'm not going to bend over backwards for them. But the truth be told is if you do not have a well-rounded supply of food, you will survive, or not survive that. You will dehydrate. Because you know what? Most people are not going to sit there and start eating their survival food now to get their bodies accustomed to it and acclimated to it. They're not going to spend thousands of dollars surviving or living off survival food. It is meant as a supplement, keyword supplement, to an actual well-stocked pantry. Now, yes, it is easier to move this if you have to move, but in all honesty, you should have a backup source wherever you're going as well, in canned goods, as well as potable water. But if you don't have a well-rounded supply of food, you will not survive. When you first start eating this, you're going to go through several stages. The average person, that is. The average person will either A, start off with the runs, not to get too gross and dramatic about it, but you'll start off with the runs. Or the adverse side effect will be you'll start off with constipation. Then it'll switch, because your body's trying to acclimate itself to the different types of food that you're now taking compared to what you've been used to eating. It's just like people who eat sushi. They're used to it. Me, I can't stomach the smell of it. I can't stomach the taste of it. So for me to try and live off sushi, not a good idea. My body will react violently to it. Now, if I'd have grown up in a country where sushi was a normal mainstay, I would have no problem with it. Therefore, getting acclimated to whatever you're doing, be it in virtually any survival aspect, is an important aspect. So you need to, if you're going to buy this stuff, and I say it's a pretty decent idea, to have a backup of lightweight, non-perishable food that'll last for 25 years, and get some of what you see in this picture, some canned goods, a variety. Eat what you store and store what you eat. Excuse me. That being said, I'm not dissing 4Patriots or any of the other companies because they all have similar commercials. Buy our food and you will live forever. Oh no, if you ain't used to eating it. And proof of that theory is a recent post on my one video where somebody said, "I ate my 4-week supply of food and I had diarrhea." Now, well, you fool, you didn't do your due diligence and check and see what you were doing. If you're not used to eating it, it's not going to help you. You're going to dehydrate, which means you're going to need more water than originally planned. So before you decide to embark on a rather costly decision, make sure you already have a well-supplied pantry to go along with it. Some of those foods are great when mixed with other foods. You know, it brings me back to my mom. My mom couldn't stand the look of rice. My mom couldn't stand to eat it, but I loved it. When my mom did try and eat rice, she had to visit the bathroom many, many times because her body wasn't used to processing it. Okay, the same way for the rest of us. If your body's not used to processing it, and yes, I'm repeating myself just to try and get this point across. If your body's not used to processing what you're eating, your body is going to react violently to it. So if you're going to get some of this, I recommend taking one food pouch out, mixing it with some other stuff to get, make it a more robust meal. So your body's not just ingesting the freeze-dried or dehydrated food by itself. with all that extra liquid in it, because you're going to have the runs. You'll be running to the bathroom. Mix it with other stuff so your body's got some of the stuff it's used to eating, as well as stuff that it's not used to eating, and it'll start acclimating your body to eating this better. So, again, don't believe all the hype about surviving just off survival food. You have to have a well-rounded pantry, or you will not make it. That's a simple fact. It's the laws of physics and science and everything else. Don't have to take my word for it. Just go do your due diligence and do research. One thing I constantly tell y'all, and anybody that may run across this, go do your homework. Just because you out of school doesn't mean you ain't got homework. There's your homework. Go do your due diligence. Research. Don't just take one person's word for it. And I'm not even telling you to take my word for it. Go do some research. So I'm going to end this video here. Y'all be safe. Have fun. God bless. And until next time.